Treat her like a lady.
Treat her like a lady. Yeah.
I like the energy. I like the energy of the guys. Definitely good energy here. Like the peppy music. It was it was pacey. It was highly energetic. It was one of those songs which you want to join in with the level of energy and passion. And also, as artists, nowadays the definition of influencer has changed. Back in the day, influencers were music artists, celebrities, movie artists, etc., entertainers.
Sports stars.
Yeah, sports stars. So what they did, people would try to emulate that. People would try to imitate that in their personal lives as well. And even today, people do that. But the influencer shift has been to online or social media celebrities these days. But for the temptations to make a song like this and also add a bit of wisdom of their mama, how to treat the lady, I think this the same
Treat
lyrics
her like
we
a
have-
flower, right?
similar lyrics we have already heard, or somewhere again the treat her like the flower
Pretty
bit
similar
is
to a
there.
couple of other
Yeah,
songs
it
we
was
have
there
heard.
in the past. I remember there is another song where this mama bit and how
We may have heard this song also
maybe,
by some
yeah,
other
I
artist.
still
not sure.
remember it, but memory is faint right now. But I like the values, and having right values from a very young age is very important, especially in young countries like India. And we have to be very, very cautious with who the influencers are in the societies of the young people, because the country itself, 65% or more population of the country is very, very young, around average age is 30.
40 and below, yeah. I mean,
So-
70% probably of India is
Yeah.
40 or below right
Below.
now.
So it's very important to have the right kind of influences. It's very important to have right values inculcated among the youth of the nation, so that when tomorrow they are the leaders of the country and leaders of the world, they have the right values to teach to their younger generation. So I like songs like these. I appreciate it, and with the peppiness of it, of course, it appeals to the young people. Definitely, it appeals to me as well. I enjoyed listening to it, but more so, I think it's good music even for today's generation. If they like to give it a shot, it would be something nice that they would listen to. Also, the cigarette bit, maybe just put in that you can tolerate that too. If she smokes, you do that too. It's okay. So
Like it, yeah.
accepting, just accept it, and it's okay. So yeah, they tried putting extremes together, mother and cigarette and everything, and putting a song out there, which definitely I appreciated the way it was done. I appreciate the topic that was taken or the subject that was taken. Not everybody takes such things, whether it is Dire Straits or Black Sabbath, or there are so many older people who pretend to be always in their 20s, who are dead and gone also. But if you listen to their music, people will come and try to justify them as 20-year young people and this and that they were this and that. I really don't see any logic in doing all that. If something is wrong, that is wrong. Is it the fault of the society? Is it the fault of them? Is it the fault of the label? You have to pin the fault somewhere. You cannot say that just because they were young, it should be excused.
Yeah, the ironic part of it, though, it's a good song. The ironic part and the amusing part for me is that if a survey is taken, and I think I'm more or less 100% right on this, if a survey is taken on the communities of people in the West,
Yeah.
especially in
I'm
America
getting, yeah.
and England who listen to music like this,
Yeah.
if a survey is taken on their personal life, I think you will get almost 70% of the time there's domestic abuse, there's domestic violence, there's cheating going on in their relationships, and there's unfair treatment going on in their house.
Yes.
So, it's kind of ironic and amusing that an artist of this community made a song on a topic like this. But as Kirti says, it is needed also.
No, it is needed even more than
Yeah,
when your
it is
society
needed
is
even
that,
more.
right?
So, but it's ironic and amusing
It
to
is,
me
it
because
is. It's
the
definitely
people
is.
who claim, and I'm almost 100% sure that if you take a survey of even these artists who sang this song, I'm sure if you see their own personal
Could
lives,
be otherwise, yes.
it could be exactly the opposite of what they claim to be doing in this song, or what you should do as men.
Yeah.
So it's kind of ironic and amusing to me because I have done enough surveys on this topic in my own way with people, clients, students I've interacted with in America and England, and I know for a fact that maximum domestic abuse and violence happens in people of certain communities, and I know who those communities are, but I don't want to name them. I'll just say people who listen to such music, if you study their personal lives, they treat women the worst. I mean, the biggest example is in almost 250 odd years of independence, much more than that, I think America hasn't had a single female president. I mean, how lousy is that? That stat says it all really for me. That in a country that has been independent, so-called independent, for so many years, they could only give women rights to vote in the
1920
60s.
and 60s.
Yeah, in certain states it was in 1919, and later on in the 60s for black women. So you can see with such a lousy country like that,
Treat her like.
treat her like a lady. First, let her at least
Let her be a human.
Let her be a human first. Count her as a human
Let
being.
her be a human.
So when you would hear songs like that, it is ironic and amusing. I can't help but literally laugh on the inside at the amusement of it all, the irony of it all. That you have one of the most pathetic countries in the world who treat women like literally shit and slaves. They are talking about treat her like a lady. It is needed. But when you only hear one song like this out of thousands of songs you hear, and I'm not wrong, we have heard thousands of songs and this is one in the thousand probably or more on a topic like this.
Yeah.
So it's really sad. It's really sad. Grow up. Follow what you preach. Follow what you preach.
Also for us, it becomes very, very easy and clear when we see certain things and we get the interpretation of it spot on because we come from a culture where masculine and feminine both are equal and they are respected equally, they are worshipped equally, whether it's in the form of our gods or it is in the form that we practice in daily life as well. This channel as well, started by me, my initiative, joined by my
and I'm here
Yeah.
helping her out. Helping her out as to the best of my abilities. I'm pretty busy, but I always made it a priority because this is how a relationship should be. That this is something she wants to do. It also
That's
gave
what
us.
is called
It
treat us
also
like a lady.
Yeah, it also gave us the opportunity to spend quality time together. Sometimes we listen to lousy music, and today was such a day, just like so many other days. But on those days, we always remember that we are also here to spend time together, doing something in common. So that always keeps us together as a couple. It helps keeps us together. We also go through our disagreements and mishaps. Every relationship does, especially a long-term relationship like ours has been. So we are no different from others out there. The only difference is that we made a commitment. I made a commitment specifically that I should always devote my time. There have been certain times where I've been really, really busy. And I know the list of songs because I hear a lot of music. So I know some of them are really going to be lousy. And I may not have much good to contribute in that reaction.
And it has happened.
But still I sit here. Still I sit here because my commitment is to Kirti, not to you. Not to a damn patron or a subscriber. My commitment is to her.
So many times people have said, "Oh, he's heard everything. Why is he even reacting?" But that is how he can be. He is different because he has known certain songs and he's known what is there, what are they about, what the lyrics could be. It could be problematic, not problematic. Still sitting here with me and supporting. That is what is the right.
And the narrow-minded nature of some of the people who come here, really, really narrow-minded nature of this, is that they will say, "Why did you use the word damn?" I'm sure it will come in the comments. Ever heard of damn Yankees? The word damn is used in America. That's why I used it for you because I'm going mostly to Americans. So I speak in your language most of the time. I don't need to speak about me or my household or my language. It's really, really sad. Grow up, broaden your horizons, and actually treat a woman like a lady for a change.
A damn lady.
Not a sex slave, not a slave, not a nokrani, what we call in our culture. Nokrani. Treat her like a lady.